Greetings, brothers and sisters. I'm Professor Spira, and I wanted to share a clip with you guys. A couple years ago, Dan, the life regenerator McDonald, was doing a cross-country bike ride while doing a lot of fasting and raw food dieting, and he came through where I live in Columbus, and then after Columbus, Cleveland. He was doing all of these meet and greets, and there's only a couple guys whose videos I've come to watch and kind of enjoy that are like diet related, because most of the people that are out there, they ad nauseum, they're talking about nutrition, or they're talking about basically things that relate to the additive principle. Well, Dan McDonald was kind of a breath of fresh air for me, because not only was he into Arnold Ehret, and he would sometimes promote Ehret book, tell people, if they're into fasting, get rational fasting, check out the Mucusless diet, but he was one of the first people that I came across that just wasn't totally immersed in discussions of nutrition all the time. Just some people, that's all they talk about. Well, eat this because it's nutritious. That's just a faulty paradigm, in my opinion. That's a faulty way to think. So I went up to the Cleveland meet and greet, and so here it is.
What up, brother?
Yeah, man. I've heard you talk a lot about raw foodism, obviously, in that context. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on us and mucus perspective. When thinking about things, I kind of come out of Professor Arnold Ehret.
Yeah.
That mode of thinking where, the elimination, in the way that you speak of, got to get off of cooked foods. My rap is got to get off of pus and mucus forming foods and cooked foods.
That's right.
So I'm just interested to kind of hear you just rap about that.
Man, I love that question. The mucus and the pus and the lymphatic system and the phlegm, the mucus left between the cells. So the mucusless diet is the cellular respiration diet, enhancing the cellular respiration of your cells by removing mucus-forming foods, which are obviously the cooked grains are pretty heavy, really hard on the kidneys, leaving a layer of gluten on your GI tract. Do you really want that? No, because then what happens next time you eat? The food doesn't absorb, and we get absorption issues. So we eat like a horse, we don't really absorb anything, and we poop it all out. But once you clean and clear the base membrane, really, there's the base membrane, which should be very osmotic. We should be able to eat some cherries and have the water, the sugars, the antioxidants, and the polyphenols, and go on with all those wonderful things that go into your cells and enhance cellular function the way they do. To be able to permeate the bowel wall easily, enter into the bloodstream, move through the kidneys, move through the liver, energize all the cells in the body without leaving a bucket load of metabolic wastes. It's the metabolic wastes that build up in the body that lower cellular respiration. And if you want to try to ride your bike across the U.S. on cheeseburgers and milk, you're going to go maybe 40, 50 miles a day. If you do cherries, you can bust 100, 110, 130, and by the end of the day you feel better than when you started, because that's cellular respiration. Everything's able to move and breathe. That's why the high water fruits and vegetables are so awesome. The foods that we eat that are all the prepared foods and stuff, I look at those and I just think mucus, man. And believe me, like I said, I am not perfect, but I am really working on it. I really want this, and that's why I'm motivated, man. I have a vision of the Arnold Ehret vision, the Paul Bragg vision, the Lou Corona vision, the Robert Morse vision, the total and complete healing.